For me, I think one of the things that's cool about talent is people have different talents. I think Evan and Jacob's, some of their talents are the ability to work and sustain.
Yeah.
Hard work over an extended period of time. Great shot, right? What we were talking about when in regards to, the adjustment from 133 to 141 is just finding your tempo and your pace. From what I've seen, the Frost brothers both wrestle at it. Collects that far knee, slows down that.
Look here at Frost.
Right below the butt. Roller looked to roll, was unable to find anything right there, but Frost followed nicely as we're going to start that.
Seconds came off of the riding time in favor of Iowa State and Evan Frost.
Ooh. Looks for a cradle. He's had that near ankle. Is he going to be able to follow that up? Rolla has some really good flex. That front headlock position is those easy points, and that's super important, especially in a matchup with a high-quality person like Evan Frost. Great mat awareness right there. I agree with the ref on that. That's a good action call. Man, but he's making them work. He's making them work in every single of those.
And Frost got his takedown in the first, and the escape here in the second.
He's going to look to, earlier in the match, we saw him get that leg over to the left side.
Takedown of the match.
And that's when you look at body language, you can see the body language maybe shift, and that takes a ton of energy.
So 7-0 in favor of Evan Frost. Jump up to a big 7-point lead, and the riding time is on his side. He can continue to push that forward here.
And anytime you're in these situations, right, when you're in the hand fight, it's a up to his feet.
Frost has really dominated this one, start to finish here. Still a minute and a half left. But obviously trying to hold on to that major. Essentially up by 9 right now with that riding time all locked up.
Yeah, and it's right here. It's looking for opportunities to go feet to back. Bad shot right there. Now he's looking to run. And this is where you just keep forcing that, getting back to that front headlock position and looking to overwhelm your opponent. A call. Just a great pace right here put on from Frost. And he shelves it on that far hip. Now he's looking again. You can just, he's in that major territory. Now he's in that tech fall situation, short time, and he's able to collect. Yeah, Frost did an amazing look at just overwhelming the hand fight, faking, going from the ties, pulling on the head to legs, and he gets that takedown. Build up, actually to the opposite side of the body.
They're going to get a quick takedown there for Johnson in the opening 20 seconds.
Uh-oh. Again, just dealing with adversity early in the season is just a great opportunity to just get awareness on where you're at. Straight shot from Collins, right? Unseeded. Panero Johnson's ranked number 2 in the country, and I'm able to go take down a guy that's ranked number 2 in the country at Division I. Straight double right there from Johnson. Nothing there. Great defense by Collins.
You can learn from. I wouldn't necessarily say like a measuring stick of who you are or who you can be, but like you said, it's, these are big, matches in order to kind of build yourself up going forward. And for them, they're all time for the Lopers. And the interesting thing with Collins, we talked about it earlier, there was 6 returning All-Americans and national qualifiers from last season. Collins was not one of them. He's one of the 2 that's looking to fill in. One of the ones was at 125 with Coyle, who we saw earlier. And here's Collins at 149 trying to add to this Lopers roster here in the 2025-2026 season.
Yeah, I believe Collins' brother signed at Wyoming. Some Colorado boys.
Yeah. Collins from Ray, Colorado. It's like both guys are just going to let this one go here in the first. So they trade takedowns. Kind of in takeaways from first period. Both guys get a couple of good takedowns.
Nice rundown right here. He's able to switch off to the other side, come up and collect right there from Johnson, and get that takedown. But Collins didn't wait long. He goes and fires off his own attack, builds up, and goes and collects his takedown. Both guys were able to get back up to the feet. Riding time not a factor as of now. But Collins is going to start down, and Johnson's going to be on top, looking for a beautiful switch. Great work right there by Collins. And he's coming to scrap. He's not taking a back seat. Nice single again from Johnson, and he's up to his feet. Looks for a club right there. Switches that leg over to the opposite side, looking for a trip, and he's able to collect. Big lift right there. Collins did a great job of just navigating that, didn't give up a big mat return.
The 2 takedowns for Johnson separates him here in the second, a minute and a half. Collins will get another escape, make this 7-6.
And what I love is both of these guys are putting effort, a little bit of effort into riding, but the other guy is just like, no, like I'm not going to be held down. And I think that's one of the biggest things that can happen in a folk style wrestling match is someone's ability to hold you down.
Five seconds left here in the second. Both guys trying to make a last move before heading into the third. Johnson on the attack, and he gets the takedown. Nice move.
Now 32 seconds left. Do you? Uh-oh, he lets him go. Collins looking for a fire off attack. Nothing there. Uh-oh, got himself extended. Now he's looking to run the corner, but he's running waist. You can't do that, but they're back up to his feet.
And we'll head to the third with Johnson up by 3, 10-7. This one has been a great one at 149.
Yeah, both of these guys are looking to score points. No one's taking a back seat.
So there, Paniro Johnson ranked second at 149 in Division I. Iowa State overall as a team ranked 6 to begin the season.
Johnson up right away. Three takedowns from Johnson. Riding time still not a factor. Nice re-attack right there from Collins. Oh, looking for a blast double. Oh my goodness.
Johnson's had a couple of great moves on Collins. Lets him go again.
Uh-oh, here. Oh man, I was like, gonna have to be careful there. It looked like he wanted to fire off another one. Uh-oh. And this is right. Like this is that last minute of the match. We saw it earlier tonight.
Johnson trying to replicate essentially the same thing that Frost did, pile up a ton of takedowns in the third. He's got 2 so far, 50 seconds remaining. Currently sitting on a major decision.
Eight-point lead. No riding time. shot right there from Collins. Nice attack, but Collins able to evade.
Final 20 between Collins and Johnson. And that +8 right now would give Johnson the major decision. Collins, kind of a last-ditch effort. Final 5. And Johnson, they call it 17-9. And Iowa State continues to separate here over Nebraska-Kearney. Winner by major decision there for Iowa State. 6.
Really invested in, you know, supporting through the Cyclone Regional Training Center, all those different things. And so a person that can speak the language of that has really helped shape the way Iowa State wrestling is viewed over the past, 9 seasons.
Yeah, and when you talked about kind of getting Iowa State back to what they expect, we had mentioned a very injury-ridden season last year. They got a ton of pieces back, and they have 7 All-Americans on their roster to begin this season, their most since the 1983 season. But taking a look here at the top 10 at Division II, Nebraska-Kearney stands at the top. Number 1, as we've said multiple times, the defending D2 champs from a season ago. That was their 5th overall national title at the Division II level. Obviously, a lot of pieces returned from that team a season ago, and they bolstered their roster. You'll see them later on here in a couple of weight classes at 174, but the Wrestler of the Year at the JUCO level will come up at 174. But for now, it's 165, which will feature Trenton Munoz for the Lopers. 20-8 record for him last season. He's ranked number 7. Or sorry, check that. We're on 157. Let me backtrack a second. It'll be Cale Robb to begin. He's number 9 in D2, a 14-14 record for him last season. Was a national qualifier, and he'll be taking on, at 157, Vinny Zerbin. Zerbin came with Poulin from Northern Colorado. As you check that, it will be Frost, my mistake. So it will be the other half of the Frost twins. Jacob Frost coming up here at 157. Jacob Frost, 33-9. Last year, an NCAA qualifier, an All-American, and placed 4th at the Big 12 Championship. So both the Frost brothers wrestling up a weight class here tonight. Frost listed at 133. You saw him at 141. And then Jacob at 149 at 157 here tonight. Like you said, Kyvan, just kind of funny the differences in the weight classes for them for 2 identical twins.
Absolutely, and that's the crazy thing about wrestling, and we've seen it in the Iowa State lineup before with Trent and Travis Paulson back in the day. If you're an Iowa State historian, the brothers got to find, how to figure it out. There's about, what do you think, like 5,000 people here?
It's a good crowd here tonight.
Beautiful crowd here. Cale Robb is part of a brother duo, not a twin brother duo, but his older brother, Peyton Robb, was a Nebraska Cornhusker. Nice takedown right there from Frost. Just great counter offense, defends, and goes right into the opportunity to solidify his own score.
Robb had a pin in their first match of the season. Riding time going up early for Jacob Frost here after crowning the initial takedown. So far through 5 weight classes, Iowa State has gotten the opening takedown in every single match. Only time they've trailed it all at any point was at 133 when Orada got a 1-point advantage at 5-4 over top of Pearson. Obviously saw Carter Pearson come back to win it 7-6. The only decision here tonight, we've had 2 major decisions at 125 and 149, and then the tech fall at 141 from the other half of the Frost twins in Evan Frost, who won 21-4.
Frost doing a great job keeping that weight all on Rob and not really allowing him to navigate. Like, there's just so much pressure. Tight waist, keeping that arm pinned up, looking for tilts. Yep, there he goes. Now he's gonna come back the other way. That's a beautiful transition right there. Got a 4 count. He's gonna have to let that go. Oh no, the ref gave him the 4 and he didn't even let it go. Oh, that was really good. Rob was able to escape because that was really good awareness. He gave the ref just a little bit. Goes one way, it's not there, comes back the other way right away. Boom. Kept that knee up high to the sky. If you're a kid at home watching, especially if you're Graham, keep that knee up high to the sky on your tilts, buddy.
7-0 in favor of Jacob Frost on the attack here early. Another takedown for Frost.
Yep, beautiful single right there. And then he starts climbing up the body really well. Man, shot right there from Rob. Oh, nice job. Frost able to just make them carry that weight. They just do a really good job of making their opponents carry that weight. Just takes, again, it just takes a ton of energy, especially on the edge of the mat, where it's like, if I build all the way up to here and we go out of bounds, but that's part of wrestling.
So obviously, so far we've seen 2 dominant performances to this point from both of the Frost brothers. What about these 2 makes them so talented and so hard to wrestle against?
I think they do a lot of things right. You know, they're engineering majors. They have a workman-like mindset. They get after it. They run hard, they lift hard, they wrestle hard. They were coached by my old college roommate, Ryak Finch, in Louisiana, as well as the Central College head coach, Landon Williams. But they just do things the right way. I think they were developed with the best years of their wrestling, hopefully coming between, the years of, 18 and, 25. And so they're able to do that. They just do things the right way, and gets to another single, looking for a trip.
And a late takedown there for Frost. He beats the buzzer.
And when you wrestle that hard, good things happen.
It'll be a tech fall in favor of Jacob Frost. So both the Frost brothers get tech falls, and here's the one that sealed it for Jacob.
Look and you thought he was coming one way, redirects his body, gets up to his feet, looks for that trip right there on the edge and keeps his feet in bounds. And then that's how you do it.
So dominance from both brothers. They give Iowa State 10 points in total. And so far the Cyclones 5-0. Here halfway through, 21-0 is your overall score.
Our matchup at 165 or lower, ranked number 7 in the country, Clinton Munoz.
So 165 up here next. We talked about Munoz for a second. go back to Munoz and talking about those wrestlers to watch earlier. Going back to that.
Yeah, we'll go back to that like in a bit. But like Connor Uten, this is one of my favorite guys to watch. Just when you talk about the Frost brothers, when you talk about Connor, I think he's just a very workmanlike person, character-wise. Just does things again just the right way that you would hope. Had an interaction with him where he wrote somebody a thank you note, and those things go a long way. You know, I'm a fundraiser, and I've had opportunities to write people thank you notes, and he's in on the leg right away, and he's up, moving those feet, looking to hook that leg and then pop that head out, looking to put his opponent in danger a little bit. But it's one of those things when you can show appreciation and gratitude to people, those things go a long way, you know?
So you had kind of mentioned, you know, with Uten missing a lot of last year, you said, you know, with that Cyclone invite, just kind of almost like a spark, you know, when you got to kind of unleash it and finally get back to it. What did you like, you know, particularly from his performance?
I liked everything.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest with you. I liked everything. He seemed really aggressive. He had some top 20 wins. Just like, hey, I'm here.
Yeah.
And I'm not here. Nice shot across the body. Sneaks his head back up on the near side and is able to go collect both of those legs for another 3-point takedown. But he just seemed very composed. He wasn't there to save it for the last part of the match, you know? He was out there to go impose his will. And the thing is, he might get that year back from last year.
Yeah.
And so that would just make him a sophomore right now.
Yeah.
With, you know, this would be year one of, I think, probably 3. And so when you get someone like that and you get him healthy and bought in and just being able to move forward, like look at how he moves forward. He's moving forward while still trying to snap his opponent underneath him, looks for a post, and then he comes right back up and is snapping. He just wrestles with such a beautiful energy, I would say.
Yeah. Uten was one of 8 Cyclones that got crowned as champions in that Cyclone invite last weekend. Etchemandia, one of the others, along with Johnson, Zerbin, Gaitan, Dean, Elman, Bastida down the road. Iowa State had a very, very good weekend. 14 of them placed inside the top 4 of their bracket. So great early season performance.
Yeah, and they got to, you know, that was one of the coolest things. They got to bring home the bacon.
Yeah.
There was a hat, it wasn't a medal or anything. It was I guess you could say for some, an extremely practical gift. They got some bacon. Another shot, and he's able to climb up and collect. And the Iowa State fans just seem to show great appreciation for a young man that goes out there and looks to score points and score them at any opportunity that they can get.
Yeah, the most takedowns we've seen from an Iowa State wrestler here so far tonight. 3 for Uten in the first as he leads 9-2 over top of Munoz. Munoz has qualified for the NCAA championships the last 2 seasons at the Division II level. He had a major decision victory in the Lopers opener.
And Munoz kept moving, which you got. I can appreciate that. Like, he didn't stop moving. He might be a little bit outmatched right now, but he didn't stop moving. He's looking to get back up to his feet and continue to find his opportunity to get his points.
Taking a quick look at Uten. Scanning the mat as well before we get to the second. The first stoppage that we've had to look at a wrestler here tonight. But Quick stoppage there as we head into the second. 7-point lead for Uten.
Yeah, showing just you see how intense he looked?
Yeah.
And the thing is, the beautiful thing about a lot of these weight classes for the Cyclones is they're all like, they're not